It is my honor and pleasure to introduce this Detroit treasure. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Ortheia Barnes.
I told her I can't believe she got me to do this. Woo! I am 3 years old, and I don't know anything about loving myself. All I know is I want to hear my mama say, "I love you, little princess." Just wanted her to hug me, hold me, and say, "I love you." So my mom's in the kitchen cooking tea cakes. How many of y'all remember tea cakes? That's how old you are. And they were my favorite. So I run in the kitchen and I grab my mom around her legs and I'm swinging around her legs. I'm saying, "Mommy, I love you. Mommy, I love you." I'm thinking she's going to say, "I love you." And she looks down at me and she says, "Don't you see I'm busy? Go out of here. Go play." So my little heart was hurt. Now I realized at 3 o'clock, at 3 years old, could be 3 o'clock, huh? That my daddy was missing in action. But my stepfather had stepped in and became my hero and my daddy for real. I don't know about you, sometimes you don't get a chance to get a stepdaddy that becomes your real daddy. But he became my real daddy because he always said to me, "I love you, princess. I love you." So I run in there where he is and tell him what mama did and mama said, and he said, "Don't worry about it, baby, it's gonna be all right." So I was fine. And I said, "Okay, but you know what? I was Miss Ann." Y'all remember that word when they used to say you were a bad little girl, you Miss Ann? I was Miss Ann. I wanted to do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. I didn't want to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I didn't want to say none of that. So I thought I was grown. So here I get to be 8 years old. And at 8 years old in our family, in our house, you had to be in the house when the street lights came on. Okay, it wasn't no question. But I decided I'm going to play with my girlfriend at her house and go home when I want to. So I get maybe about 2 blocks from my house. I can see my mama and daddy pacing back under the street lights, looking for the baby. Wondering, where is my baby? And I get to my mama grabs me. She says, "Get in here, get here." You just think you grown. You that on me? She was gone. And so my dad said, "Belle, don't do that. Stop." So my mama looked at my dad. She said, "Look," because my daddy never whipped me, okay? Mama would whip your behind. But daddy didn't whip little me. So my mama looked at him and said, "Look, if you don't whip her tonight, I'm going to whip you." So he said, "Okay, Belle, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it." So we go in the house. And we get in the house and we go in the bedroom. He said, "Now, every time I hit this bed, you holler." So I just holler. "Ah!" Oh, I was screaming. So mama just knew I got a whipping, right? So I come out. She don't know no different. So I thought after that whipping that I got and got away with, I said, "Now you know what? It don't cost too much to be a good little girl. Maybe I can try it out." So I'm going to learn how to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, do my chores, get A's in school. And I started getting A's at Cheney. I was going to Cheney. Then I went to Condon. And all of a sudden, those A's got me into Cass Tech. Woo-hoo. So I just knew that I would hear my mama say, "I love you." Now, she'd have to be so proud of me I'm going to Cass Tech. But my mama didn't say, "I love you." So I was excited because not only did I end up going to Cass Tech, but my lunch buddy and my buddy became Diana Ross. And we used to eat lunch together every day. So we used to do sock hops then because we were 16 at the time and we could do sock hops. We could do gigs. Now, we could do gigs also with entertainers like B.B. King, Jackie Wilson, Joe Simon, Etta James. I mean, the list went on and on. So I just knew my mom would be proud of me and would say, "I love you, Ortheia." Well, she was proud and told all our friends and our family what her daughter was doing, but she never said, I love you. So I kept looking for this love, and I started looking for love in all the wrong places. I started looking for love. Now, my mama used to tell my brother now, who's J.J. Barnes, a singer as well, and she used to tell us, if you think you're doing drugs, you think you're going to die, you ain't got to worry about it, because we're going to kill you. Okay? So I'm Miss Ann, so I ain't going to do no drugs, but I'm going to go with the drug dealer. I'm going to go with the drug dealer. And I used to go and spend the weekend with the drug dealer. Now, I didn't know the drug dealer was using me to get to my entertainer friends because he knew he could sell some drugs. I thought he was in love with me. So I would go and spend the weekend with him every now and then. And this one Saturday, I decided not to go. So he had his other girlfriend come and spend the night with him. Well, they got blown away. It was a hit. Killed. And I was like, oh my God, that could have been me. Well, you know, I can't go home and tell my mama that my boyfriend had a hit out on him and got killed in the bed with his girlfriend. I couldn't tell her that, because then she'd know I was going with the drug dealer. So I said, okay, I ain't gonna never hear my mama say, I love you. So I kept looking for love, and I came across a flyer of a workshop that was being given at Pulliam's Place on Woodward. I don't know if y'all remember that place, black-owned nightclub. And our own Linda Beatty, better known to a lot of y'all as Shahira, Reverend Shahira Stevens, Transforming Love, was given a workshop, and the title of the workshop was How to Love You and Get Love. And I was like, whoa, I ain't never heard of this. Let me try it. It may work for me. So I got into class in the lunch. It was during the lunchtime. It was a lunch workshop. And she said, did you know that every time you say, I love you to someone, you're saying, I love you to you? I was like, whoa, no. So I told her what I wanted, because she asked everybody what they wanted out of the class. I said, I want my mama to say, I love you. She said, so what you need to do is start saying, I love you to her. She said, and watch her say, I love you. And I said, okay, well, I ain't got nothing to lose. And I used to love to go by my mom's house every day for dinner, even if I was going home to cook dinner. Because mama could cook, she could throw down. And every time I left the house, I'd say, Mama, I love you. And she would say, nothing. So I was like, okay. So 5 years go by, and she has said nothing. Now I'm in my 40s, and my mama has not said, I love you yet. So I go by the house one day, because not only did I go for food, I go and take her shopping, get groceries, that kind of thing. And then when I got ready to leave, I said, Mama, I love you. And she said, baby, I love you too. It blew me away. I fell to my knees, crying like a baby, just boo-hooing. And my mother bent down and picked me up, and she said, baby, what is wrong with you? And I said, I have waited a long time to hear you say, I love you. She said, what made you think I didn't love you? I provided for you. I taken care of you. I made sure you had food. I made sure you had clothes. I loved you. And I was like, I needed to hear you say, I love you. So my mama said, come here, and grabbed me and said, baby, I love you. So I said, okay, so now I know that it may take 40 years, but it is a good thing when I heard my mama say, I love you. So now I let my son know every day, I love you, and wait for him to say, I love you back. I love you.
I love Ortheia Barnes.